Hey chat, it's your girl Z, and this is Raw and Unfiltered with your girl. Good morning, good morning. I decided to start off strong and announce this before y'all are caught completely off guard at the beginning of the year that I will really push for transparency. Now, this video is very, very long, so if you're already bored, go ahead and swipe away. If not, stay tuned for what I got to say. Hey, chat, it's been a while, and I know the last 2 months have been really, really confusing and really, really hard. Like me in the morning. Anyways, with that being said, we're making huge content pushes and content shifts coming 2026. The reason for my absence was strictly for health and personal reasons. Mentally, I was suffering from a lot of burnout. A lot of burnout, and not just from content and not just from streaming, but a lot of day-to-day things. I will always preach to you guys that real life comes first, your family comes first, and for me, that will always come first. So while I was juggling 6, 7, my children's schedules, their extracurriculars and schooling, along with my real life, my husband, my extended family, vacations, holidays, all of that, along with home renovations, which in 2026, once that's wrapping up, I will be showing you, along with, like I said, content shifts. Now, the streaming might not be as active as it was before. If anything, we're going long form, and we're also going to be doing a lot of vlogs, DIYs, outfit of the days, a day in the life of, to give you more of an insight on what I deal with. Because I noticed a complaint in 2025 wasn't the transparency, it was really explaining the whys behind the transparencies and bringing you along on this journey. I chose to really open up to you guys as far as streaming goes, and sometimes I would upload videos getting very personal with y'all, and that was another complaint, as you felt like I wasn't really personal, and I was creating this perception that my life was unattainable, or this perception of perfection, and that I was living this beautiful, beautiful life, and that was beyond not the truth, let me tell you. So this time you're gonna get an inside view of what I deal with daily. Obviously, it's not going to be too personal. There's some things I would love to still keep private for privacy, and it's not really going to involve my kiddos like that. Everything's going to be consensual, everybody's going to be in on it, everybody's going to be okay with it. Otherwise, I'm not going to put it out there. Everybody's going to be informed, everything's going to be documented, but I want to give you that insight that I haven't before, because like I said, there was this perception that I'm just living this great glamorous life, and a lot of my contractual legal obligations are now up, and I'm able to prioritize things differently, because although I have chosen these platforms and this as a income provider, it, even though it gave me flexibility, it still created an absence even though I was physically there. And I don't like that. I didn't like being told that although I was there mentally, emotionally, I wasn't. So I am prioritizing that. I'm also, even though like my uploads might be more, I am making clear cut boundaries for anybody who's still in my life, anybody who's trying to be in my life, that I'm still stepping away from my phone. We're in a great age of technology where, although it's a beautiful, beautiful thing and a convenience thing, I don't want it to dictate my everyday life. So me and my staff have been having very deep conversations of what that's looking like, and what my presence would look like as far as my fan base, and then juggling real life, family, work, and all that other stuff. So I'm not necessarily taking a step back from interacting from you guys, but I am putting that on a schedule because other people need me, and I'm okay with that. And you're going to be okay with that, because that's a boundary I'm putting down. And a lot of people don't understand that, and that's fine. I've always preached to you guys, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine with me. So the gaming's still happening, the streaming's still happening. I'm moving shifts on platforms. I'm moving to long form content. We're going to be more transparent. We're going to be way more personal. And you're really going to get an insight on what I deal with on the daily. And one of those things is the fact that I tend to plan my years out ahead of time. So I usually spend the month of December really planning that out. So I have a physical planner where I will mark out the whole month. And here's a little preview, like I have a co-parenting schedule um, that I have to keep track of, and then the kids' dates and events for schools and extracurriculars will go in there, and then I upload from my physical up to a Google Calendar, and I share that with only my innermost close family and friends, so that way when they're like flying into town or they're leaving or they want to come vacation, they want to come visit, they can look at that calendar prior to texting or calling me and be like, oh, well, you have the kids this week. Oh, you don't have the kids that week. Okay, I'm gonna come in. Okay, I see that you're not doing this. And I also upload my content schedules on there, my streaming schedules, so that way, once again, it's not a surprise when I'm like, hey, you can come, but by the way, I'm working 9 to 5. By the way, I'm doing a subathon, just transparency for everyone around me, because communication does get skewed and people tend to get overwhelmed by my schedule to the point where they just like, hey, I'm just not. So disclaimers will be put ahead of time. With that being said, we're revamping the whole Discord. We're going to be revamping the whole streaming setup. I'm just excited for what we got planned, y'all. I'm so excited. Equipment upgrades, house tours, setup upgrades, streaming upgrades. Like, I'm so excited, and it took me a long time to mentally prepare for all this, and I've had to let some people go. I've had to put my foot down with other people, and that's just life. That's just life, y'all. And I'm gonna continue to be unapologetically me. I appreciate everyone who's stuck around for this long, who's been around since the beginning, my streaming journey, like pre-COVID, and all the hiatuses I've taken in between. Along with all the crazy things that have happened in my life. Some of y'all have been here before I had kids. Some of y'all been here when I started on Minecraft and then did the Valorant switch and then went COD Zombie switch and the Rust. Like, there was so many content switches, but each step of the way I've had a committed, loyal community, and I cannot thank you enough for what y'all done for me in 2025. And I'm so excited for 2026. We're only getting older. My birthday just happened. I'm getting closer to 30 than I am 20, y'all. It's crazy. Lots of vacations planned, lots of parties being planned. Like, guys, collabs are happening, sponsorships are happening. I haven't forgotten about the commitments I made in 2025. Those are still happening. It's just, unfortunately, a lot of things are kind of coming between that roadblocks, and we're learning to get over those hurdles. So this video has already kind of gone pretty long, and I appreciate anyone who has stayed this long. Comment down below, please, if you made it all the way through, honestly, and tell me what you're excited for, what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve in your life, in your career, anything. I would love to hear from y'all. I interact with everybody, and y'all know that. Subscribers are getting more exclusivity to moi. So I'm excited for that. I feel like I kind of closed that door just because it got too overwhelming. But to those who have stayed loyal, have been there since day one, I recognize that. I know y'all. All my backgrounds are changing. Y'all, like, there's so much planned. There's so much to be planned. There's so much happening, so much to execute. And I don't want to jinx it, and because I have a bad habit of, like, when I say stuff, I just don't do it. So we're gonna try to be positive. We're gonna continue to stay on this track. We're gonna get on a fucking schedule, and I'm gonna try my darndest to stay on it. But I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see y'all soon.